Christmas in Japan. Christmas is a day to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ in Christian countries in general. But in Japan on December 25th, it is generally celebrated in fun ways like Valentine's Day and White Day. It's a strong connotation of one of the events. In Japan, Christmas is generally characterized as a love event, so there are various events for families and lovers. It takes place at the end of November. Therefore, from the end of November, the city is decorated in the Christmas colors of red, green, white, etc. The theme song, Jingle Bells, was played, and department stores and shops began to decorate with as a collection of objects such as Santa Claus, reindeer, and fir trees, as well as high-end Christmas gifts line up. Many of us look at the city's landscape as the colors come out and feel that it's already December. Christmas has been around for 450 years since it was introduced with Francisco Xavier, and the late Meiji era. Between the Russo-Japanese War and the First World War, it was already possible to go beyond the framework of Christian events and to develop a new approach to Japanese culture and culture. It seems to have been. Commercial advertising for Christmas began in the Meiji era, and the standard gift in the early days seemed to be toothpaste. After the Russo-Japanese War, Christmas spread rapidly among people. After the Russo-Japanese War, Christmas rapidly spread among people. It seemed to be necessary for people to become aware of their membership in the international community by westernizing it. Around this time, children's goodie bags appeared, inspired by Santa Claus. A goodie bag was placed under the bedside table on New Year's Eve. The point is that it wasn't on the 24th. However, this custom was gradually modified and children began to think of Christmas as Santa giving the kids toys. On this is the day that we come to understand as the day of Christmas. In the Taisho era, the December issue of magazines began to use Christmas as the theme. It seems to have been in support of Japan's reconstruction after the war. GHQ had people dressed as Santa Claus handing out candy at Christmas, or parachuting down from the sky to bring smiles to people's faces. During this time of scarcity, it spread as a day to give love. Later, as Japan's economy began to look up, Christmas began to commercialize. Families who bought their own homes began to celebrate home as we know it today, with cake, champagne and treats. We began to do Christmas. In Japan, people spend Christmas with their loved ones and friends and New Year's with their families. In Europe and the United States, on the contrary, people tend to spend Christmas with their families and New Year's with their friends and loved ones. For this reason, in Europe and the United States, shops are closed on this day and families go to Mass with their families, but in Japan, it is a day that is expected to generate sales. So most stores are open. Also, in the West, it's normal to get 2 or 3 presents, but in Japan, you get them from Santa Claus. Is a standard one. That's because it's customary to give New Year's gifts to children on New Year's Day, which is a week away, and Santa. The reason for this is because of the pain in your pocket.